All right, we're here at the Vans Warped Tour in Virginia Beach still, and I'm with While She Sleeps. And I'm going to have you guys introduce yourselves, and then we'll get started.
Yeah, my name's Lawrence, and I do lead vocals.
My name's Matt, I play guitar and do a bit of vocals too.
Very nice. Well, thanks so much for taking the time. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Now, is this your first Warped Tour, or have you done others?
No, this is our first Warped Tour ever, yeah.
Wow.
And only our second time ever over in America from England as well. So,
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh, very nice.
We're stoked.
Yeah, no, definitely.
We're excited to be out here.
Very cool. Well, what has been the most memorable moment on this year's Warped Tour for you guys?
There's been a few, I think, for me, like Salt Lake City when we played. It's kind of weird, like we actually went there once before on the tour last time we were over, but that show was one of those shows where like we were on like really early in the morning. I think we might have been on first.
Yeah.
And we played and I was just like, oh my god, there's fucking loads of people here. And they were having a good time and I was just like, and there was mountains in background and I was just like, wow, I kind of had one of those like, shit, where are my moments, you know what I mean? And then to be honest, I think today as well, we're lucky enough today to get bumped up to the main stage.
Nice, congratulations.
We're on the Monster stage normally, but we got bumped up to main stage today and got to open that. And like, just the like opportunity to play in front of that many people because it's a bigger stage and it's a bigger part in the festival site kind of thing. I think we all walked off today and were just like, fucking hell, do you know what I mean? Like it was a lot of
We
fun.
had a good time as well. Like a lot of people seem to enjoy it, which is obviously a great thing for us as well. So today was really good for us. Yeah.
It's a nice feeling when you look at people in the crowd and they're not singing along, and you can kind of tell they don't know who you are, but they're nodding their head and you can see that they're getting into it. And for us, I think that's like the seal of approval. We're just like, oh cool, so long as the people are
Enjoying.
So it's all about, we're out here to try and take our music to new people rather than just stay with what we've got or whatever. Do you know what I mean? It's all about trying to branch out and get out there a little bit more.
Yeah,
Sure.
definitely.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
No, you gotta get the new fans, that's for sure. What band have you guys enjoyed watching on this year's Warped Tour?
There's a couple of really good bands. Let Live are a great band. We did a tour with them back in the UK a while ago, and we got to know them really well. So their show, every single day of their show was just next level.
Yeah,
like,
it's relentless. They put so much into their show, and like almost the same way as I feel like we do. Do you know what I mean? But like, but you watch them and you can just tell they're giving it their all. It's really cool. And then getting to watch the Chariot every day is really good. They're another band who just give it fucking everything.
great live band.
And then we actually just checked out a band called No Bragging Rights, who just joined the tour a couple of days ago, and we're going to go and watch them again today. We saw them once the other day, and they were really cool.
Nice.
So
And also,
maybe it's a new band to check out.
Just heard of a band, none of us really knew them, called Citizen, and they were playing what stage were they on?
They were on Kevin Sayers' stage.
And they're really good too. So the festivals the Warped Tour's really diverse, so it's great to be able to walk around and be like, hang on a minute, this sounds like my sort of thing. Like, let's stand and check it out as if we're watching, as if we're not in a band ourselves, and it's nice to walk around and do that.
Yeah, it's a festival, like, we don't come onto it with the main thought in our head is we're going to find new music for ourselves on it, but then after you've played and you walk around the festival, you kind of realise that it's just nice to just check out some new music, and especially when you find some ones that you're like, oh, they're really cool, like I want to go and watch them again today. It's a nice feeling, do you know what I mean, just finding new music. It doesn't happen very often, like, I don't think, well, it doesn't to us, when you're touring with bands and stuff like that. People are hopefully becoming more open-minded rather than being like, I like death metal and that's it. Do you know what I mean? Like, people are now being like, yeah, I like death metal, but I also like pop punk, or I used to like fucking ska or whatever, do you know what I mean? Like, and this festival now does a really good job at catering for sort of everyone's musical taste. So.
If Kevin Lyman had approached you guys before the tour started and said, okay guys, you can bring one band with you on this year's Warped Tour, who would you guys have brought with you?
God, that's a good question. That's a really good question.
I tried.
Probably, we've got some friends that we've toured with quite a lot. I'm going to say probably Bleed From Within. Because they're a great band. They haven't played Warped Tour yet, and they've just released new music, and they're doing really well. So I'd probably say them. Like, that'd be a good touring team to come out with us. Yeah, and they'd have a great time as well.
I'd say them, definitely Bleed From Within, or maybe this band from Sheffield called Dead Hearts, who I think giving them the opportunity to come out here and do something like that, I know they just fucking get on with it and do a really good job, and that's what it's kind of about, innit?
Yeah.
Not people who are like negative about the tour that you're on, or it's going to be a long hard summer. You want people to be like, yes.
I'm ready
Right,
for
so
it.
let's
Bring
do
it
this.
on. Yeah. That's right. I'm going to survive. I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
Right. You got to have positivity because it's a tough tour. I mean,
Yeah.
it is. So.
I think if you're not positive on this tour, then you're just going to run yourself into a wall.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's true. One word to describe your band.
I'd say passionate
Yeah.
or honest. There's 2 words, sorry.
No, that's good. No.
We'll go with
nothing to be
both
sorry
those.
about. If Warped Tour was a song, what song would it be? To kind of sum up the whole experience.
Another good question.
Summer of '69.
Good
I don't know, just throwing that out, and I'd
Yeah.
probably go with that. I don't know what else. Like a skate punk song.
Yeah. You're right.
I'd say the Blink-182 Rock Show or
Oh,
Sick
yeah.
of It All Step Down, because that's the kind of like... some
That's
good-
old
good
school Warped Tour.
meaning
That's how it
song,
all
Yeah.
started. Yeah, it really
Definitely,
all started
definitely.
there. That's true.
We'll go with Sick of It All. Then.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's a lot better shout than mine.
I'd say,
Oh.
I'd say no, Step Down's quite it's about there not being any sort of like hierarchy to stuff, and that's kind of what Warped Tour's more
Yeah.
kind of about. So.
Yeah.
Warped Tour has a lot of different unique fashion trends, not so much on the good side usually. But is there one fashion trend in particular that you guys see people wearing, especially like in the crowd
Well,
that
that
you're like,
bugs
oh,
us.
what's it?
That bugs us.
Yeah, it bugs you that
Yeah.
you wish
Yeah.
would just go away and never be seen
Yeah,
again.
a lot of. I'm not calling anyone out. Don't get me wrong, but a lot of bands have started wearing these like girly boots with jangly bits all over them.
Oh.
Like I've seen a lot of like sort of new school metalcore bands wearing these jangly
All feeling
like
the
boots
need
with
to wear
studs on.
boots to play fucking music. They're all like, oh shit, where are my stage boots? Like,
But they're just big sort of girly boots, and I'm just like, why?
they look
Why?
like it looks like someone got like a stylist from someone who doesn't know anything to do with this, and it's like rock band.
Right,
We're gonna give you
studs
boots.
on everything.
Yeah, and it's just like
Stud the boots,
if you,
stud
were,
them.
if you were that into it, you'd have put the fucking studs in
Oh, I've got
yourself.
another
do you know
one.
what I mean?
I've got another one which is self-made rips that are like equally spaced that go all the way down the front of your
Yeah.
jeans to the boots.
Yeah,
it's like
to the boots,
down
it
onto the
happens.
boots. It's just like what?
And my personal problem with Warped Tour's fashion is fucking overly in your face messages.
Oh yeah.
I thought that people were supposed to, the whole point in this punk rock thing is that it's for you to decide what you think about stuff.
Right.
And all people do now is fucking write in the boldest letters they can,
What they think you should do.
like stupid phrases like "fuck bitches" and "make money" and shit like that. And
No,
people wear that shit, and I'm just like,
It's not a
no,
good message
that's
for the children of today.
or
The
yourself.
rock
The fact that you read that in the mirror and go, yeah.
I
Nice.
look good. I'm
Like,
ready. I'm ready. This is good.
There's some. So I've been reading some, and I'm just like, it's already overcrowded with people going, "Hey, read this, do that," and then, like, it's just. I wish people would just leave people to decide what they want to present. When you
Yeah.
signed up to being in a band, you didn't sign up to running a clothing label too. But now it really is. It's like really important in your band. I think just. Everyone's just trying to write their name as big as and as bright as possible.
Yeah. Especially
I
the
wish
neon
peop-
stuff. Yeah.
yeah.
It's like, oh, go away, neon.
I wish people would just decide for themselves.
Pick a number between 1 and 10. You can each pick a number, and then these are kind of the fun questions that I just run out of time.
Our album's called This Is the Six, so we'll go with number six.
6. All right. 6. Which band on this year's Warped Tour is the most accident prone?
I'm gonna go with Amity Affliction right now.
Yeah.
Because unfortunately, on the first show, their drummer Ryan, we're sharing a bus with Architects and Amity Affliction. We got 2 buses and we all share between. And on the first show, they're from Australia. It's their first Warped Tour. They're really excited to be here. First day, drummer breaks a stick, and the stick splits and goes into his eye and cuts his eye, and he's had to go home. And they've got someone else in
That's quite
who learned the set just there and then. But like for
For
that to happen,
Yeah,
for
right,
first
first day.
show, and it cuts and it just gets you there. Like
Oh my god.
a lot of dudes break sticks, do you know what I mean? But you don't hear a
Right.
lot of people getting them stuck in their eyes.
That's crazy.
I'd say that's.
Oh yeah, that's definitely most accident
the one.
prone, no
Yeah.
question. That takes the cake for the next 5 years. I don't think anybody else is going to be that. That's just a
It
horrible
was
luck.
a horrible thing to hear.
Wow.
He's fine though.
Well,
It's all
that's good.
He is
Yeah.
good, yeah.
Thank goodness.
He's actually
Oh.
just got the all clear that he's not. His vision's not going to be affected anyway. So
Oh, good. Well, that's good. That's very good to hear. Yeah,
very good
definitely.
news.
Well, then, what are your plans after the Warped Tour's over?
We're actually, while we're on Warped Tour, we're currently writing another album.
Oh, nice.
So we've got a demo. We've got a mini album that we did ourselves and released that, and we've got our debut album, which is available now.
Yeah.
But we're currently writing so that by the time we get back home, we'll have another album
Yeah.
partially ready. It's got to be ready.
We're
But
going into the studio in September, so we've got to get most of it pretty together on this.
Wow.
and then we're going to the studio, and then so that's us for the next
Yeah,
sort of.
until Christmas we're going to basically spend until in the studio. But we started touring at the beginning of January this year. We've only had like 5 weeks off
Wow.
until like September, and then we're just going to go to the studio. So we've done our fair share of gigging this year, and then now it's time to write another record. And
Nice. And be home for the holidays that way too. I mean,
Yeah,
if you're,
it kind of works well there.
Yeah, no, that's good. And then lastly, what message do you have for the fans?
We're a new band over in America. We've only been here once over the Warped Tour, so just if you hear this interview and you sort of like the message that we're giving you, then come and check us out, and we'll all have a good time together.
That's good.
yeah, so have a listen to us. If you like it, that's great. If you don't, then don't worry about it.
We're on the Monster stage, so
You deserve
come and
it.
say hello.
Very cool. Well, thank you guys so much for taking the time.
No,
I
not at
appreciate
all.
it. No, this-